Hello everyone and welcome to the Get Me class. In this particular video session, we will be discussing about the packing efficiency in a face-centered cubic cell, right? So, packing efficiency. So the packing efficiency in a face-centered unit cell. So in this particular scenario, we are going to take a look into the face-centered unit cell, right? So let's take into consideration of the cube in order to understand the entire scenario. So if this particular cube is going to represent to us the unit cell, so in order to consider it as a face-centered unit cell, we would like to have the particles over here at the corners, something like these. Right? Now, apart from this, on every single face, there is going to be a particle like this. Right? Now, in order to proceed further, what shall we do is we'll consider and we will name these every single corners of them. So we'll start from here, A, right? B, C, D, E, F, G, and the final one, H. Now, in this entire case, we will take into consideration of one important phase of this entire unit cell, and that is going to be this one, right? Now, in this particular scenario, we have selected A, B, C. When you take a look at this particular face diagonal, which has started from A, which starts from A, right? Which starts from A, ends at C, and it is passing through the middle one, something like this. So let's consider this point over here. This is a point A, this is a point C, right? Now, if we consider R, now this is a main point, R, and R here, right? So in this entire scenario, if we consider for a face-centered unit cell. So in a face-centered unit cell, there are 8 corner particles. So 8 corner particles contribution is going to be as 1/8 part, right? So therefore, the total value, the total contribution from the corner particles is going to be equal to 8 into 1/8. That is going to be 1. Now, let's check the next one. Now, as it is a face-centered unit cell, we would find the particles on every single face. Now, there are 6 faces. That means there are 6 face particles, face-centered particles, right? So therefore, the contribution is going to be as equal to 1/2. That is, every single face is shared by the 2 adjacent unit cells. So therefore, each of them, so therefore the total contribution, as we have 6 of them, every single one is going to give 1/2, so 3. Okay, so therefore, total number of spheres, it is going to be equal to 1 plus 3, and that is 4. We have 4 spheres in this case, right? Now, from the unit cell. Now, in this particular unit cell, let's consider the edge length. The edge length as equal to A. So all of these cases are A's over here, right? While we'll consider the face diagonal AC as B. Okay, therefore, from the triangle ABC, that is, the AC square is going to be equal to AB square plus BC square. The values of AB and BC we already know, and that is going to be A, right? So therefore, B square is going to be equal to A square plus A square, and therefore B square is going to be equal to 2 times A square. This is a first important point to note, right? Now, as AC is nothing more than the face diagonal. Now, as it is a face diagonal, what we can say about the face diagonal here? That is, it is B, right? Now, this particular B has a value, right? Here, if we take this particular value as B as, so therefore under root of 2 into A, this is going to be it. Now here in this particular scenario, we can say that the BC, okay, that is going to be this entire thing. That is the face diagonal B is equal to 4 times that of R, right? So therefore, we can have this particular value over here as 2 times, that is under root of 2 times of A is equal to 4 times of R. Now let's keep this entire value in the form of A. So therefore we can say as A is equal to under root of 2 divided by 4. Okay, so once again it is A is equal to, extremely sorry, 4 times R divided by root of 2. Alright, so therefore we can have A is equal to, so when we simplify this, we will have 2 root of 2 R. This is going to be our important point because we are going to take this a point further, right? So let's clean this out. Now here, let's try to understand this. We have got the value of A as equal to 2 into root of 2R, right? Now, let's proceed with the final point, that is the packing efficiency is equal to the total, that is the volume occupied by spheres. Occupied by spheres. The whole thing divided by, the whole thing is going to be divided by the volume of unit cell multiplied by 100. So therefore, the packing efficiency is equal to the total number of spheres. We have 4 spheres, 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cubed, right? So the entire thing is going to be divided by the volume of unit cell, and the volume of unit cell is A cubed. The value of A, as what we have already kept it over here already, that is 2 into root of 2R. So therefore, 2 into root 2R, the whole cube multiplied by 100. So this is what it becomes, right? So when we solve this, the packing efficiency turns out to be 74.06%. That is the volume of spheres, right? Now what remains with us is the volume of voids. So volume of voids is going to be equal to 25.94%, right? So let's observe all these points. So in this particular scenario, that is the packing efficiency in a face-centered unit cell. So let's consider a face-centered unit cell with the edge length of A and the volume of A cube. Radius of sphere is Rs. It is clear from the picture, that is a diagram, that the body, the face diagonal is going to touch all these particular spheres, and they are arranged. So therefore, from the triangle ABC, we have BC, that is this particular BC square is going to be as, okay, 2 times that of root of A. So we have already seen this. So we have got this particular value for A over here. So we had kept this particular value of A ready, correct? So this particular value of A was kept ready. So now, as we know that there are 4 spheres per unit cell in the face-centered unit cell, thus the percentage efficiency is going to be as 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by the volume, that is the A cube, into 100, right? So we are going to get the value over here as 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by 2 into root of 2 r cube into 100. So it is going to give us the value of 74.06%. And the void volume is going to be 25.94%.